Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Go up through there like that. I got that little bit of landfill which has got to be filled in here. And we've got this chest up here. We've requested landfill to be put into that chest there. So most of the landfill is already over here. It just takes them a minute to go out and go off and do their recharging that they need to do before they come down here, but that's pretty much all in place already, so I don't actually need to do a great deal more to it. So while that bit is busy doing what it's doing there, I'm going to go up this side and I'm going to put in a new request, and that is all the way out over to here, wherever these roboports are currently covering. We're going to remove some timber, just like that. So if I take all of those, if I go over into that, I could actually help that along by a very, very long way. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go and interfere with it. I'm just going to leave it. And these down here, they're busy doing everything that they need to do. That's all of my robots off out flying. I'm also going to go and remove all of the timber down to here as well. Like that. And look at this. You get a ring all the way around the entire thing like that. Sometimes. And I go over to here. There's a tree there that we want. I'm just going to remove the ones on that island then. And I won't remove any more than that. We'll leave it like this. So all of those will get taken. And then all of those up there. That's all going to be removed. The stone down here, that's working just fine. And everything's working at full tilt as well now. This is the great thing. Like, over here, I've already filled up all of that. I got 690 in there with another 100 on their way over. This is just how much steel I've got now. I've got enough to actually be producing all of the power that we want. Right? Steel was kind of our big hold-up at the time. I've got all of that, all those trees there being removed, and some trees here, and we're going to get this next section here. We've got a double section there that we will do. That's going to be filled in, and then we can start working over here, and it's going to go, I'm going to sort of do a section there and there around that one. It's going to be a single line down through here, really, because that will stay until the next time, and then this crude oil over here, I'm going to want that to be removed, and something I've never done before is remove crude oil via train. Now, you can do that in one of two ways. You can do it with a fluid wagon, and you have pipes loading it and pipes unloading it. Or you can do it with barrels, and you can have them putting barrels into the actual train. Both options, I'm not really sure. Both options. Like, I'm genuinely unsure at the moment how I'm going to go about doing this. Or whether I'm not going to do it at all. I might, like, put extractors down on all of that and then pipe it away from there. But I don't think I will. I think I will probably load it onto a train and bring it back this way. But that means that I won't be using this station down here. Alright, if I'm not using the station, I'm going to need one more track. And that's going to go out here. It's going to go in here. It's going to bypass the main unloading station altogether. And we're going to have another unloading station over here. And that's going to be unloading for fluids. Now, that's a little bit different. I've never done that before. That's something that I've never played around with. It's a whole new kettle of fish for me. It's going to be an interesting kettle of fish, don't get me wrong. It's going to be a very, very interesting kettle of fish to deal with. Right. Oh, there comes the next train. In he comes. See, you only need 2 on this. You don't need more than that. Once you can increase extraction as well, and you can also put speed modules on all of your mining drills, and that does it. It does do it a lot faster, but it still only does it as fast as you can carry the stuff away. Honestly, we've just about filled everything up here, and it doesn't take very long to just keep working through that. Next up, hang on. I'm going to go here, and I want to get that pattern right there. Right. Here is where I want to go. So you got to go on there. Radar is... Wait, what? I've got a radar in here already. Right, that one's got to go. That radar right there, I've got to get rid of. That one's got to go. And then there's another one, which should be down here. There. There is a radar that's got to be gotten rid of. So we'll get rid of that one. And then I can go back into here, and we will go... Yeah, this is the pattern that we want. Like that. And then drop that onto there. Okay, that's now working. That's perfect. That's what we want. And then I do the same over here. Like that. Because you can see the radar there that's being removed is in a slightly different location to the one that we're placing down. That's fine. That's not going to hurt anything. So I go back over to here, and I will take this lower section here. That radar is... I've got another radar to remove. Right, and I don't think those will all fit either. So where's this other radar? Ah, that's that one. Deconstruct you. Like that. And those, I'm kind of waiting on those a minute. So while I'm waiting on those to be done, let me just plonk this one in. Yep, perfect. And then I just got this one over here, but I've actually got... Ooh. Why is that blocked like that? Is that because that radar is missing? Yes, it is. Because I've gone and moved that radar. And I've got more radars over here that I've asked them to come and place down. So I've actually got to wait for those to be placed. Oh, no, they've gone and placed one somewhere. No, they haven't placed one there. Oh, that was just the other radars clearing the spot there. Right, I gotta wait for radars to be moved. There's nothing else that I can do there. I gotta wait for those. I can't do anything else about it. Now, what are we doing with these? I've got 1,000 solar panels. And then if I look in there, I've got 15.6 gigajoules of storage on these. That is climbing up, so that is going down. We're not emptying out the accumulators every day anymore. That's now been dealt with, right? The accumulators are doing just fine. And then we're bringing in a load more stone over here. That's working perfectly. It might actually be time to lift this whole backup station right here and start seriously considering what we're going to do about more permanent fixtures. Because we're reaching the point where I want to have my permanent base being set up. There's another thing that I do want to do first, though, is I am very much aware that we do have enemies on the map. And I don't have any way of defending against any enemies should we get a major attack. So maybe we ought to seriously consider being able to explore the rest of this main island and clearing everything off, and also over this way, because look, we've got to go out that way and we've got to uncover it all the way down here. There's a long way that we got to go. Now I can run pretty fast, but actually I was wondering about taking a tank, but I don't think that's the way to go. Buying a tank I don't think is the way to go. I think we are actually just going to have to run. But now that I can run really quickly, if we make us some more rounds, we should be alright with that. I think that might be our best bet next option. I think so, anyway. I think that would be... I mean, honestly, these are really good. Shotgun shells, they do... Like, the shotguns do an amazing amount of damage. You do damage 8 plus 3.2. And this one, shooting speed 10 plus 3. That shotgun... Combat shotgun there. Rocket launcher. Combat shotgun there. Shooting speed 2 plus 0.6 per second. Damage bonus plus 20%. These here 16 to... Like, piercing shotgun shells out of a combat shotgun are a pretty good way to go. You can't really go wrong with that. I mean, the piercing rounds, they're pretty good as well. I think we'll just stick with... We've got piercing rounds, so we'll stick with those. We've got materials to make more of them, so I'm thinking we're all right with that. And I don't really need to worry about... I could go and make a whole load of... Like, we've got energy shield right here. Actually. Energy consumption, dimensions. Shield hit points 50. Energy per hit point 20 kilojoules. Maximum recharge speed 360. You wear that one, and basically you can withstand a little bit of damage. And that's a pretty cool thing to have, being able to withstand damage. That is a 2.2. A 2x2 there. So it's basically the same as one of these roboports. So I could remove a couple of the roboports. I could even remove all 4 of the roboports. Drop those in instead, just on a temporary basis. And then we will be able to withstand more damage. So I will make 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm very cautious now. I'm sort of like... I'm very much aware that we could run into problems. If this pollution cloud goes too far and upsets the wrong people in the wrong direction, we're going to get into some serious trouble. So it'd be rather a good idea to go and get rid of the angry natives before they become angry natives. Because if we don't, then they're going to come and pay us a little visit. And trust me, we really do not want the angry natives to come and pay us a visit. They get a little bit angry. Alright, they are known for getting a little bit irate about just life in general. They really are able to get phenomenally upset about the smallest of infractions. I'm looking up there. We got a lot of trees to wait for before they come back up and they deal with all of this lot. Start placing those down. I could really do with them putting them down. The problem is when you've got the construction robots removing stuff, they go a long way away to go and put it down again. I mean, it's not always an issue, but sometimes it can be a bit of a pain. I think we're doing all right. Right. We'll let the robots deal with everything they're dealing with over there. Everything's going nicely over here. We've got now copper ore coming in, iron ore and stone all coming in as well. We should have anyway. We should have. Let's just go and check station down here. No way! Those chests haven't been taken down. The construction robots didn't go and do it because the chests weren't made in time. And now they're busy doing other things. They never bothered. Oh, I can't believe that. Look, see, we've got them over here. And they've got a request there for 40 steel plate. I'm actually going to change that to 100 steel plates just to, you know, bump that up a little bit. But honestly, that's not something that I ever actually considered. And that would be why we've got some things possibly running a little bit slow here. So let's run along this way. Just run all the way over. And I'm checking for trains as I run through. No trains, didn't see anything coming. And then I go all the way down here. And while I'm going, I need to make just a couple of chests. I will do 10 chests. There. Right, and I run down here. And the problem is, we got one chest over here, so that one's filling up, and then it's stopping after it's done that. So I got 1, 2, 3, hang on, it should tell me in here, I've got 13 chests that I need to put in. There's 10, and then 1, 2, 3. There's 13 chests. That should be enough. Go and put them all in, like that, and we can actually start filling these up. I can't believe that we had, all this time, none of those chests actually running. That is actually a little bit crazy, that is. And you press enter, you can hop in, you can skip right into the train. We've got loads of material here coming through. That's good. And it's a little bit of a long loop to get round. So, train's unloading up here. Oh, there he is. He's all the way over there. Right, he's running over that way. Over he goes, all the way up, and he comes over to there, and he comes down, and he'll go straight away down through there, and then we are over here. He's come up just behind us down there. We've got 2,000 in that one, 2,000, 1,500, 2,000, so it's just that one right there. I got a few more to go into. So why is that one running a bit slower? Oh, I know why. It's because the chests didn't get put down on that one until right near the end. But, I mean, look how fast it does load it up. There's 2,000, and then we're off. And if you look on here, it actually, like, shows you where the route is. If you zoom out a little bit, it shows you where its planned route is as it goes up through. Like that. So just keep the mouse over where I am. And then it comes up to there and goes through. And if I press enter, I will jump out of the train once he gets up there. So there we go. I've jumped out. You do have to be careful on this bit. Running across the tracks. I know I've said that a couple times, but you can't be too careful with the trains, right? It's very, very easy to get squashed by the trains. Okay. We've done that bit. Now I think we should actually get ready to go on our little epic journey. I've got ammunitions. I've got materials to make ammunitions. I've got energy shields. I think we can go. I've given it a little bit of thought, and my thought is that we should indeed have a combat shotgun, because we're going off and doing a little bit of adventuring. I need a bit of timber for this one. If you have a look in there, combat shotgun, it requires 10 pieces of timber to be able to make it. So we're going to make one of those, like that, right there, and then the rest of that timber I'm going to get rid of. I will also get rid of all of the red belts and stuff that I've got there, so the robots will come along and pick those up, and then I'm going to make myself some piers. We could also make some rockets, except that I don't have any explosives at the moment, and you've got to use... Well, you can make it, actually, explosives. Explosives. Right there. Coal, sulfur, and water. You can only make them in a thingy. So we won't worry about those right now. And we're not going to worry about flamethrowers either. Although we do have a flamethrower there. I got one down here. I'm going to get rid of that one because I want the combat shotgun instead. So, you know what? Actually, no. I'm going to take it instead of the pistol. The pistol over here, I'm going to drop that one in there. Because that is the poorest one that there is. I got 6,000 logistics robots flying around, but they haven't come along and taken these belts yet. And they should have done. They should come and take these belts and put them into storage. I don't want these belts. You need to come and collect these belts. Quite sure why they're not doing that. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a few of these. I'm also going to make a few more piercing rounds. Like that. Yeah, actually, if I just move that up, I can see how many I'm making. Right. I will do that. So I've got those piercing rounds that I'm making there, and then I'm making some some piercing shotgun shells. I will make more of those afterwards, like this. Go all the way down through. So now I just need a few more materials in order to be able to make all of those, which is mostly iron plates. Now the robots are coming along and removing these. They obviously assigned some robots that were a long way away from me in order to go and do that. But I've now got a combat shotgun, which has a range of 20. This one has a range... Oh! It's got a higher range than my submachine gun. I honestly thought that the machine gun had a longer range than the shotgun. Apparently it doesn't. The rocket launcher right there has got a range of 36, so it would be a pretty cool one to go and take. And then we've got here Defender capsules. I don't really know anything about those. Slowdown capsules, poison. See, those there, I've never ever used them. I don't know anything about them. The same with the grenades and the cluster grenades. I've never used those. I've never tried. That's a range of 15 explosives and stuff. So, never had anything to do with them. But anyway, I've got a whole load of stuff that is making at the moment. I've got more combat I've got plenty of combat shotgun shells, and I've got loads of ammunition being made as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those I will do. Make another 4 of them. Right. That'll probably do, I should think. So, we need to head off on our adventure. we're going to go all the way up here. And that's our first target. We're going to go and take on these over here. Now, we've already explored all of this island, all the way around here. So that's all uncovered. We've dealt with that bit. But what I want to do now is I want to head off up this way. Oh, hang on. I've got some materials coming towards me. We'll just allow them to bring them to me, because otherwise they're going to get all lost and confused, the poor little dears. Okay, they're running away now. We'll leave them. And look how fast we can go when we go scurrying off up here. I mean, it's great that we don't have a load of trees in the way. That does make life a little bit easier for us. We've got 4,000 robots of it. You know what? I'm thinking... well, I was thinking that it would be good to, like, remove these trees. But we can't remove the trees because we don't have them currently covered with Roboport. So I'm not going to worry about them. It was just going to be something for the robots to work on while we were away. While we were off on our travels. But I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to go up there. Look, see? That one changed colour. Those trains do go through pretty quickly. You do have to be very aware of where those trains are and where they're going. Before we go any further, I just want to do that. And this is the bit that's concerning me, is it's spreading out over here. So we may, and also down here. I want to make sure I fully uncover this island now. So that I know where everything is. And where the enemies are and what they're doing and so on and so forth. Because otherwise we could end up running into some problems. And I really, really don't want to run into problems. I don't want unknown enemies turning up and causing me issues. So I'm going to go this way first. I'm going to follow that side around. I was going to go with that one. Actually, yeah, I will. I'll go straight up and we'll get that one first. I can see it right there on our mini-map. And this is where it starts to get a bit more difficult, as you get stuck on trees as you go through. So we'll go to here. Now, I was going to make changes. Right-click in here. I'm going to remove the personal Roboport. I'm going to put that one in instead there. And this is our energy shield, right? So I'm going to remove that one, and I'm going to put those two in as well. Shield hit points there, and the electricity has gone up through, so I've got loads of shield hit points. And I'm going to keep one personal Roboport just active at the moment, and we're going to do it like this. So it's not changed anything else. What I'm curious about... doesn't seem to be doing anything to me. Right, look at that. He's busy shooting at me. Oh. Okay. Oh. I took the armor off. That's where I went wrong. I accidentally took the armor off. Have I gone and leapt? Oh dear. Right. Taking the armor off was not a good move. That absolutely was not a good move at all. Energy shield right there. Let's go back towards this one. Right, you can see there, it's just like getting little spikes on the electricity. So let's not do that again. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press Q, and that, if you look down here, press Q, that changes to the combat shotgun. There. It's really effective. It is really, really effective. So I'm just going to do that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, the deconstruction planner, and I'm going to use my robots. Now, because I got one thing of robots up, I'm still able to go and pick a few things up. But what I'm curious about is, did I leave any stuff on the ground when I made my little mistake? So if I just do that, there's all of my robots. They've gone out and they've done that. So if I do this... Right, now cannot insert inventory is full. But that's because I've got all of that timber. And then I've gone and dropped all of this on the ground. Right, so I didn't get an alarm or anything come up when I did it last time. So if I do that, they will go and pick up everything that's on the floor. And they do it so fast as well. It's so awesome. And then I'm going to drop that into there so that should I do this again, I'm not going to accidentally drop the wrong stuff. Okay. So that we can go on with. Now I need to head over this way, and I need to look at the map as we go. So we've got one right there that we want to hit. And come down over here. Being able to run fast certainly does make this job easier, and with the... Oh, there he is. I can't hardly see anything. But you do that, and it soon takes care of all of them. And then the trees can stay as they are. I'm not going to do anything to them. What I need to do now is I want to follow the edge of this piece of island around and just make sure that this is indeed as far as it goes. Right? We don't want any nasty surprises here anywhere. That's my big concern, is nasty surprises. I don't want anything unpleasant lurking in the darkness, stopping us from being able to do anything that we want to do. Mostly, I don't want any unpleasantness heading towards us. So I've got another one right there. Take him down, like that. And with the way the game works now, you no longer have any stuff drop from the aliens. You used to get alien tech drop from them. Bob's and Angel's mods, they still actually do that. They still actually have alien tech that you can get from them, and then you use it later on. And I'm sort of working through a Bob's and Angel's. I haven't increased the cost of anything or anything like that. I'm just doing it sort of on base game settings. And it's insanely difficult. It really is. Well, not so much difficult. It's just really, really complicated. It's a very, very complex thing to get into. But once we've done our full million robots on here, I'm seriously considering doing a playthrough for everybody on there. Now, we've got these aliens over here. I'm just wondering, am I going to be able to withstand... Right, you look there, that's... So, it is a bit difficult. But I just press and hold the button there. All of my stuff that I've got, I've taken the whole lot out. Right. I got one more over there that I want to go for. There he is. Ah, you go in close with the shotgun. I mean, it does make sense. That's what real shotguns do. You go in close with a shotgun, and it does way more damage. So we'll go around here, and we'll go and take these. I got one there, and then I got a couple down there. So we're going to go after these next. I want to get in as close as I can to it. There he is. Okay, point blank, one-shot wonder with the combat shotgun. The combat shotgun is very... Look at that. Look at it go. This thing is amazing. Okay, and now I'm sitting on a load of oil over here. So I got another one over there. That's where we're headed next. And we're going... Well, actually, we're going to go over to the edge of the island here now. And we're going to start following the edge of it round and see where it goes and what it does. I'm hoping that it won't actually go out too far. There's another one down. Because, yeah, the bigger the island is, the longer it's... Look, see? It's bits like this. We've got two islands. It's sort of formed as two islands, and they're joined together. That's just making life a little bit more... One-shot wonder right there. Fantastic. So how far am I? I've got uranium underneath me there. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and a million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.